Supa, Steff, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's me. The Lox versus Dipset. An epic battle just took place a few days ago. And you know what? You could learn something from that battle. You know what we could learn from that battle? Let me explain. Let me start from the top though. First off, Dipset versus the Lox. I think personally they both have great catalogs that really make for a good matchup. All right. And I had my money on Dipset because I always put my money on charismatic, innovative MCs when it comes to battles. I just love that showmanship. You know what I mean? I love the personality, and I always felt like Dipset just had, when it came to personality and when it came to innovativeness, just doing things that other people weren't doing, they've always been in a league of their own. So I had my money on them. Even though the Lox, they really had bars. I thought that's all they ever had was bars, maybe some energy, you know what I mean? But the matchup, I always go with the guys who are more charismatic. Like Busta Rhymes is my favorite rapper of all time. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, that being said, I think that it wasn't that the Lox had a better catalog than them. I don't think that's what edged them out. Like, of course, the Lox won. The Lox won the battle. Let's give it, the Lox won. But I think it wasn't because they had a better catalog. I think it all came down to one word: preparation. What do I mean by that? Pay attention. When Dipset came in, I think they lost before they even got to the battle because I don't think they really prepared for a real battle. I think Dipset kind of prepared like they were going to a gig at a club, or maybe they were going to perform a medley of their greatest hits at the BET Awards. You know what I mean? Like, when they got to the building and they started going, you could tell that that was the vibe they were on. They came in there to just like vibe, have fun, rap over top of their recorded vocals and let the crowd finish all their sentences and just dance and just, you know, just feel the crowd, just feel the energy. But on the other hand, on the opposite end, the Lox, they prepared for war. They even said on the mic when they got there, they said, we are here, we are prepared for war right now. So they strategically prepared their set to make Dipset look bad. Like the way they structured their songs, it was all to make Dipset look bad. Even the fact that they didn't have their recorded vocals in their songs. They, like they said on the mic, they came to sweat. Okay, they came to rap, they came to rhyme, they came to show you what they have, show you why they're going to win, why they're better than Dipset, why they deserve the crown. Like they came to prove a point. You know what I mean? They came for war. Even down to everything that Jada was saying on a mic in between the songs. It was all strategic. It was all to systematically destroy Dipset, to make them look as bad as possible. I remember one line that he said in particular, like, again, just his commentary between the songs was killing Dipset. The one thing he said, they don't got Grammys. They don't know what Grammys look like. They know what grams look like. We got Grammys. Like, just the stuff that they were saying, like, They were turning the crowd on Dipset, and it was so hip hop. They prepared for war, and they came with the mindset of war. They were just more organized. They came together ready to do everything in their power to make Dipset look bad. Whereas Dipset came in to just vibe out to their hits and have the crowd rocking. Like it was more like it was a party or something like that. Freaky Zeke was just running around, just, you know what I mean? Like Jada kept saying in a mic and kept saying in the camera, that's nice, but that's not enough. And it wasn't. The vibe was great. Like Dipset is a vibe. That's why I always loved Dipset. You know what I mean? But it just wasn't enough. And I'm shocked because I never saw the Lox as like this charismatic group. I never saw Jada as like this person who had this great stage presence or even had like an amazing delivery or a great flow. I just saw him as somebody who had bars. So he shocked me at this battle. He shocked me at this battle, okay? With the energy that he was on, I was like, oh, this is a whole other side of Jada that I never even saw before. There was no denying him. He was the MVP of the night. He put points on the board, okay? Like he had a career night. I bet you if he was to drop an album this week, it would go #1. That's how much of an impact that he made on the culture at that battle this week. Like it was bananas. You know, but yeah, in the past, I always thought he was nice, but I never really rocked with him like that. So even when it was Beans versus Jada, I put my money on Beans before because Beans just it was just something about his delivery and his swag and stuff that just, I always chose Beans over Jada. So I know some people are going to be like, that's blasphemous, but you know, my favorite rapper is Busta Rhymes. So what do you want? You know what I mean? And I love Kanye. You know what I mean? What do you want? Well, not the new Kanye, the old Kanye. I love everything before 2013. Everything before Yeezus Kanye. Let's get that together. But anyways, long story short, I love charismatic rappers. And I love people who are great at performing and control the crowd like a KRS-One. You know what I mean? I'll get old school with you with it. You know what I mean? Like I love that. But again, what we learned from the battle was preparation is everything. You could be as dope as you want to be, but the person who prepares the most, that's what's going to edge out. Because talent can kind of be equal. Talent can sometimes have y'all neck and neck, but then a person who prepared more will be able to triumph. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was in because I rap too, you know, I sing more than I rap nowadays. But when I was in high school, I had I started a battle rap league after class in high school. And I mean, just like now, back then, I was this nerdy church boy, just like I am now. And I would battle, quote unquote, cool kids, and I would win. You know why I won? Because I prepared for war when I came to battle these kids. I would do research. I would come with personal information about them. You understand? I wasn't playing with them. And so they would come and they would underestimate this nerdy church boy. You know what I mean? They thought that just regular old bars would win. Bars that weren't even, like, you know, made for me would beat me. And I came ready to systematically destroy them because I had a point to prove, and then I would win. You got to prepare, man. You can't just be talented. You also got to put that work in and prepare. Okay? Consider every scenario. Okay? Think about the details. Pay attention to the details, man. And that just goes in life, not just in battling, but in life. You want to take the time and prepare and pay attention to the details if you get a chance to. You know what I mean? Like I said before, you could be in a room full of talented people, but the one thing that can separate you from everybody else is your work ethic. Can't nobody outwork you unless you let them. Man, the Lox put in work. So I salute them. Hats off to them. I'm not taking my hat off because I'm having a bad hair day because I just washed my locks. So my crown is real furry right now. So I ain't taking my hat off. But symbolically, did I say it right? Symbolically? I hate it when I can't pronounce words right. But anyway, symbolically, I'm taking my hat off to the Lox. Even though I did not have my money on them, I had it on Dipset. And I still salute Dipset. You know, maybe now they understand, okay, you know, we got to kind of get serious and get a little bit more organized to get in our bag. Because I feel like if Dipset was really, really organized and in their bag the way the Lox was, they still might have won. They got records. They just didn't know how to build the records up. They didn't know how to present the records in a way that would help them win. Okay? Because I'm just saying, when Jewels dropped the dun 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 dun, today's a new day. Like, once he got to that, like, that record is a record that you're supposed to be able to drop and shut down the whole room. Okay. Y'all can't with me. No way. Listen, that's a record that's supposed to shake the room. And they dropped that record and it was cool, but it wasn't enough. You gotta be more strategic with your stuff, man. All right, I'm talking a lot about this. But as you can see, I am a hip hop head. I am a hip hop fan. And it's funny because I know, like I said earlier, I am a church boy. And when this stuff was really out and when it was really popping, I was a youngin'. I was in high school and I was also in junior high when all this stuff was popping. And we wasn't allowed to listen to none of this stuff, so I had to sneak. Just like all the rest of the church kids. We all snuck and listened to it. But anyway, so yeah. Preparation. The name of the game and the moral of this whole entire story is preparation. Yeah. Super Steff is the bird to plane. It's me. Trying makes me happy, so I'll never stop. I always live in God's imagination. You already know.
Hello, this is Steffin Phifer in the house. Welcome to the Steffin Show.
Still got it.